Kept you waiting, huh? Hello there, YouTube. My name is Chuggy, and today it is my true pleasure to bring you some gameplay from Battlefield 3, playing some Rush on Damavand Peak. And guys, wow, first of all, I've got to say, massive apologies for my absence. When I made my little video a few weeks ago updating you what the heck was going on, because obviously I made a video, then I kind of disappeared for a bit, and well, same again after that video. I've been going through some things, some personal things, which I can't really talk about for various reasons, but I had no idea it would take me so long to get them sorted. So basically, guys, thank you so much for being so patient with me, for sticking around, and, well, basically, I'm back, and I'm back for good this time. So yeah, a massive thank you to each and every one of you for hanging around. Obviously, didn't retire from YouTube or anything like that, I just had some stuff to get sorted, but now that I have got it sorted, honestly, guys, some amazing things are going to be happening shortly, and I'm not just buttering this up, I really do mean it. So, a lot of things I've tried to keep a little hush-hush, for various reasons. There's some things I can talk about, some things I won't talk about, to try and keep them a bit of a surprise, etc. But one thing I'll share with you guys right now is a new series, and it's actually going to be a sequel. Now, you might go at that point, sequel to what series? Sniper Elite, perhaps? No, not quite. So, last year, I took part in a championship, a Formula 1 championship, hosted by the Six Axis, who are a gaming website, and I will be competing again this year, and that starts this weekend. And you will be seeing not only my perspective, full race uploads of the heats and whatever else happens, but I'm also on the commentary team as well, doing live race edits and live race commentary. Or well, post-live, let's say. The commentary is recorded post, sorry, of the racing, and I am really looking forward to getting involved with that stuff. You haven't seen any F1 2012 from me yet. There has been good reason for that. I'm not particularly au fait with the game, but in this sense, there's going to be no AI. There should hopefully be less of the distractions, less of the annoyances, which I have been facing, so hopefully it should be an awesome time. So not only am I looking forward to competing, but I am really looking forward to doing the commentary, so keep an eye out for that, guys. And for the next little while, keep an eye at the end of the video. That's all I'm going to say, and it might make a little bit of sense because I've announced this, but keep an eye out for the next video, that kind of thing. Speaking of the next video, so normally I would have uploaded Question Time as the next video, but because there's been such a gap in me recording that originally for when I was going to originally upload it, and now I'm going to obviously re-record that, so keep an eye out for that next week. It's a 47-minute single-length gameplay from Armored Kill. I know you guys like the really long single games, and boy oh boy is it a cracker. It really is a super little match. And, yeah, a great game all in all, and of course, your great questions are going to be answered there, so keep an eye out for that. And next Friday, this Let's Play I've been mentioning but hasn't been released, yeah, that's going to start happening as well. I'll try and keep it under wraps. I have left a few hints and comments and things I've said, perhaps even in this video so far. But yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy that. It should be a lot of fun to do, and yeah, awesome stuff happening, and there's more which I can't talk about yet. And oh guys, there's just so much stuff that I want to share, but I can't right now, so I'm gonna have to stop right there. Thank you guys again for sticking with me. I've been busy in the meantime, I can assure you of that, and awesome things will be happening as a result, so great. So yeah, the rest of the video, I've got a little bit of time here to talk about other stuff, and well, really, what I'm going to talk about is Eurogamer. Yeah, timely, a few weeks late, wonderful. So as you guys may or may not have seen in my previous video, which is kind of a vlog explaining my absence, I mentioned I was going to Eurogamer, and if anyone was there to say hello, a few people did, so hi guys. And yeah, basically I'm going to be talking through what I thought of the games that I saw there. Now, for those of you who don't know what Eurogamer is, it's basically a gaming convention. Think E3, think Gamescom, but a little bit smaller. Hosted in Earl's Court in London, and I took a few pictures with my phone. Actually, I was pretty surprised. There were some places where like no photography, no filming whatsoever, so I didn't get too many pictures. But there's a lot of them, very impressive games, and one of which I'll probably leave to the end, which literally blew my mind, came from nowhere, was amazing. So I'll save that one for last. But let's start with with some other stuff first, shall we? I'll do it chronologically, I think, of games I played. So when I got into the hall, it was about 11:30. I got 11 o'clock ticket, and the queue was long. In fact, I've got pictures. I'll include pictures as they're relevant. It was a pretty long queue. It moved pretty quick, which was cool. And yeah, the first game I went and played, well, I was with a few friends, and they wanted to play a game called Company of Heroes 2. Now, I'd never heard of this game. It's kind of like a real-time strategy kind of thing, and I was hooked. The reason I was hooked is, first of all, it's a really enjoyable game to play, but the level had dudes with flamethrowers. So you could just charge a machine gun nest. And I should probably preface this by saying it's set, you're the Soviet army fighting back the Germans in World War II. Yeah, engineers charging in with flamethrowers, just blitzing bunkers. I don't know why, but I took a very sadistic pleasure in that. So yeah, that was really good fun. Really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, no photography allowed there, so nothing here to show really, but I was really impressed. Again, a game which came out of nowhere, and I was like, wow, that's really neat. So I have since gone and bought the original Company of Heroes and all its DLC on Steam, because it was on sale a few days ago. And yeah, that's a lot of fun. Really recommend that. So yeah, Company of Heroes 2, awesome game. And after that, I moved on to Metal Gear Solid Rising. Now, actually no, Metal Gear Rising. They changed the name. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is its full name. Now, I'm a stickler for Metal Gear. I love Metal Gear Solid stuff. And I'll be honest, Rising, that's such a shame. I'll just call it Rising. Rising hasn't really been on my radar, because it's not canon. It's not canon to the story. And the story is what drives me in Metal Gear. So I was kind of like, a friend wanted to go and see it, so we went and queued. It took us about half an hour to get a game in. And I'll be honest, I wasn't impressed, right? I'm not a hack and slash kind of game player, so I couldn't really get a hang of the controls or what you had to do. Or the fact that the demo didn't actually tell you how to actually beat one of the bosses in the game, which kind of rounded out the demo. Nice one game, but yeah, what I will say is it's the Metal Gear universe. They've got it to a T there. It's just the game mechanics I can get on with, because I'm not a hack and slash player, so not my kind of thing, but it might be your kind of thing, so that was awesome in its own way. So from there I moved on to Hitman Absolution, and guys, that is a cracker. So a lot of people were kind of like, oh, this looks a bit weird, because it got this instinct, it's not like really true to the original games. Having played the level they had on the floor there, which was a level set in Chinatown, or like a Chinatown kind of thing, you had to assassinate someone, as you do. It's classic Hitman. Although I don't know what difficulty I played on, the instinct and stuff was there. There were plenty of options that you could exploit. You know, all the classic ones, and you know, accidents, things like that, and a few humorous ones, and of course all guns blazing. So it's classic Hitman. I really did enjoy playing that. Now, where did I go from there? I went to Need for Speed Most Wanted. Now, this is a game that I am looking forward to, and what they had going, they had it in a few different places, but where I played it, basically it was like four players. It was the multiplayer versus, and they had this thing called speed lists. So kind of think of it as like a playlist of various little events, and they all stack together, and basically there's a winner overall over a couple of events. Now, in there was like a speed challenge, there was a jumping challenge, and a race. And boy, oh boy, I went on this twice. I enjoyed it so much. I drove an Audi A1 and a Camaro. First of all, the handling is classic Criterion. It's heavy, but once you get used to it, you can really feel one with the car. And once you're feeling one with the car, you can start to push it. And it is, again, risk-reward. You can really do very, very well indeed if you push it, but if you push too hard, you will lose it, and I did lose it in a few places in particular. But no, a really enjoyable game. The speedless thing, although it's been done before in sort of other games, works really well. Most Wanted, my hype train keeps chugging along and smashed through the Eurogamer station fantastically, so that was excellent. From there, where did I go from there? Ah, yeah, I played Forza Horizon. Now, I don't own a 360. Again, I was with a friend, and he wanted to play some Forza Horizon, and I said, okay, let's give it a go, and I was actually really pleasantly surprised. It reminded me a lot of Test Drive Unlimited 2 in the way that the car felt, in terms of, it was kind of arcadey, but kind of sim-like. Now, I haven't played the full Forza game, so I don't know how similar it is to the Forza 4 or whatever. No, it was enjoyable, and what they had on the floor was basically a little sort of area where you drove from a diner to the actual festival site. Some really nice corners there. You could really, really push the car. Again, much like Burnout, actually, in terms of you could really put your foot down around a corner, get the tail out in this Dodge Viper. But of course, if you put too much on, you're in a wall or whatever. And so yeah, Forza Horizon really impressed me. Wouldn't still buy a 360 for it, because I don't like to pay for the online. But Forza Horizon looks like a cracker. So if you have a 360, I'll recommend that. I was certainly impressed by it. So from there, I had some lunch at that point and went to the... where did I go from there? Oh yes, we went to Sony's booth, or part of Sony's booth, which had Little Big Planet karting. Now, that I wasn't so impressed with. To me, kart racing, although I don't play it much, is all about sort of drifting. No drifting, or at least none that I could seem to figure out. So that was kind of a disappointment. It was very static. I don't know. I think it's being done by the same guys who did Modnation Racers, which was the sort of Sony in general karting game. Well, you can drift, so I was kind of a bit perplexed by that, but never mind. Not so cool with that. And from there we went round to Formula 1. Now you might go, why did you go Formula 1? Well, we wanted to try F1 race stars, and actually much like Little Big Planet karting, no drifting. And that for me kind of spoilt it a bit, I don't know. So yeah, not so keen on that. But what I will say is it is incredibly cute and very clever of what it does. So for instance, the track we were on, it was in Germany, so you had little autobahns, there were castles, there were crazy corners, and at the start you have this thing where you have a few drivers kind of like, aying each other. Without actually seeing the actual start, you'll probably go, you're a madman, aying things, but it is actually quite funny, I don't know why. But anyway, so yeah, F1 All-Stars, cute, but not my kind of thing. So from there I went to the Grid 2 developer talk, and if you haven't seen, I'm actually kind of in that. I'll ask a question at the end. And from there I went and played some Grid 2. Now, this is the game I'm going to talk about last, because it, by far, was my game of the show. Now, I didn't really play much of the original Grid when it came out. I was aware of it, friends sort of played it, I couldn't quite get into it. So when Grid 2 was sort of announced, I was kind of like, yeah, fine. And I was kind of like, yeah, you know, with Codemaster's current performance of Formula 1 games, I wasn't, you know, expecting much. Boy, oh boy, it's like night and day, guys. Honestly, the car feels so good. It really does. They've got some really crazy technology in the game, which really does translate into awesome sort of gameplay. So the physics engine is running at 1000 Hz, 1000 times a second. And what that means is every centimetre or so on the road, the physics are doing calculations, and you can feel it. You can really push the car. You can really make the car dance. And you can get away with some pretty leery manoeuvres. So all in all, it was an incredible sort of game to play. Not only just like on a standard wheel or a pad, but also I had to go in a £26,000 simulator rig, and that was an experience in itself. In fact, driving my normal car normally after that felt dull. So Grid 2, my game of the show, just came out of nowhere, bang! Stupidly impressed. But yeah, that was an amazing game, and it just so happens, if you're aware of Team VVV, they're a YouTube channel who mainly do stuff about racing games, I got interviewed on there. So there's a video of me on there you could potentially go and watch. I think I tweeted that, so that was quite a nice experience to meet the Team VVV guys and say hello. Because I watch a lot of their stuff, so that was quite neat. So I met someone else, and in fact, speaking of meeting people, I saw, you know, other YouTubers, I saw Syndicate, I saw KSI, although KSI won't be going back to Eurogamer because he was a bit silly. LOL. And and a few others as well. And yeah, just, I mean, all in all, guys, right, it was my first, you know, gaming conference experience, and I just loved it, right? Because the atmosphere, the games, it was all amazing, and there was just kind of like a peace about it. You know, everyone was just going around trying the games they were looking forward to, and everyone was just having a great time. And I did think repeatedly, how come I've never done this before? I really have been kicking myself for the fact that I haven't gone to any sort of game sort of conferences, expos or anything like that before. So basically, guys, if you've never been to one, see if you can get to one. I just loved the experience, and I'll be going back next year for sure. So anyway, Eurogamer. Wow. Some amazing games. I really enjoyed my time there, and I'm looking forward to playing some of those games in the near future. So with that, I better wrap things up. There we go, end of the game. Pretty nice game. I enjoyed playing it. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it. And as always, guys, just thank you so much for watching and being patient with me in the last few weeks. Things will resume with gusto in the very near future. So anyway, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you could leave a like, dislike, whatever you believe this video deserves, that'd be fantastic. If you have any comments about anything I've said in the video, or any speculation on my surprises, which I'll be bringing you shortly, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. And if you're new to my videos, you can always subscribe. So guys, I've been Chuggy. Thank you so very much for sticking with me, and I'll see you next time out on the something.